Hey everyone, this is Ross, and this is a request vid from M Tompkinson96, and they wanted to find out how my baby cory catfish were doing. So they're in this little breeding trap, and it hasn't been going too well actually. I started off with about 18 eggs, and after about 2 or 3 days, only 5 hatched, and 5 is pretty bad. And I found out that the rest had fungus, which is quite common with fry. So yeah, they had fungus. So I just kind of disposed of all of those eggs. I just stuck a needle in there, got all those eggs out, because I didn't want to risk the 5 healthy fry that I had in there. I then fed those 5 healthy fry with flake food ground up into a powder. I've got a video about that DIY fry food. And then I moved them onto a lettuce juice that I made myself, also called DIY fry food. You'll see like a salad as the picture for that. So yeah, they've been doing fine on my DIY foods. But since then, I've had 3 more deaths with fungus, and now I've got 2 healthy fry. These have been fine for, well, the last death was about 3 or 4 days ago, so these seem to be pretty solid now. I shouldn't have any more deaths now. You can't actually see them at the minute because they're not moving around. They'd usually be swimming around. Every 30 seconds they usually go for a dart up to the surface, like the parent cory catfish. They dart up. Someone told us they had a labyrinth organ like the Siamese fighting fish and gouramis. I didn't actually know that, but yeah, they've got a labyrinth, so they'll dart up every now and again. I knew they darted up, but I didn't know it was kind of for air. So yeah, you'll see them dart up every now and again. You'll see them swim around. They are actually quite visible to my eyes, but obviously this shitty camera, it's just terrible. I'm sorry, if I had an HD I would show you in detail, but yeah, they're definitely there. They're about 3 times the size of what they were when they came out the egg, which is quite an achievement. And they're a brownish colour, because when they came out the egg they were clear colour, but now they're brown, so yeah, they're starting to develop. You can also see the tiny little whiskers that are developing now. So yeah, you can't really see them. I'll show you in a few weeks time when you can see them on this camera. I think it's only got 480p, so yeah, that was just an update on my cory fry. Update on the tank now. The Java fin's staying very, very, very clean with the Amano shrimp I've got in here. I can only see 1 Amano shrimp though, so I don't know where the other ones went. I'm actually not sure. I can't find it anywhere, so I don't know. If it's hiding in the Ludwigia, I just don't have a clue. But the Java fern is staying very clean. I've never had a clean algae off it since I got the shrimp, which is great. The Anubias, I've had to occasionally clean that. They don't really hang out on Anubias. Yesterday I took the water spray out. I trimmed that because there was some black bits. And I just trimmed it because it was getting too big. This plant, I think it's broadleaf Ludwigia, someone said. Broadleaf or narrowleaf, I don't know. But that seems to be doing reasonably well. The other parts of it died off because it didn't have any roots. These were the only ones with a few roots. The LED lights actually seem to be doing a pretty good job. Shane suggested I get a brighter level of LEDs. But I thought I'd give these a trial run of a few weeks first. And I can't see any fault in these, Shane, so I think I'm just going to stick with these for the minute because the plants have been doing fine. Nothing's died. So yeah, I'm going to stick with these. All the fish have been doing fine. I haven't had any deaths since the one that jumped out, that swordtail. I'm still planning on getting another male for my female up there. She's looking quite lonely. But yeah, he's the only death I had in this tank. And it wasn't water related, he just jumped out. What I think happened was sometimes some food will gather on the clear acrylic lid. I think he saw a bit of food and jumped for it, so yeah, I'll make sure I clean the food off the lid now. Because there's a tiny gap there and there must have been a bit of food just hanging off there. he just jumped straight on the carpet. So yeah, I don't put food there anymore. I'm planning on getting a mesh or some more acrylic just for this spot. I'm gonna patch it up. Yeah, so here's the lights. They give off virtually no heat. I can't feel any heat there at all. You can see them under here. Pretty darn bright. I think I've got 120 LEDs in total. Just plain white LEDs, nothing special. The view from above. That lid actually keeps in water quite well, because without a lid you'll get loads of evaporation, and every morning I'd wake up and there'd be lots of condensation on the window, but now there's no condensation on the window, so this seems to be doing a pretty good job. I asked my teacher to make this for me in product design at school, so she was good about that. It seems to be holding out, it's good. So yeah, everything seems to be going alright with this tank. The Ludwig here, I took all of that out yesterday. It used to be at the surface, but what I did, I halved each stem and I replanted all of it. So it's twice as compact, so it looks a bit more like a forest now. And this is the height I like it at, really, about mid-tank, because you don't want it drooping over on the surface. It's nice with something like Jungle Val, but I don't like it with Ludwig here, because what will happen is you'll get a very tight patch of it like that, and as it goes up the surface it'll spread out and open out, and it just looks quite bad. So I did say I might be selling some of this. I've decided not to, because I want to keep it for myself, make a nice thick forest effect. What happened was, though, I stirred up some of the dirt, and the dirt got released into water. I made this water very cloudy yesterday, and then I did use the aquarium siphon to get rid of all the muck, but what happened, it was in the water and then it sunk back to the bottom. It's left us with this kind of residue. So a few days time, I'm obviously going to wait for the bacteria levels to go back up. In a few days time I'm going to suck out some of this dirt here. Shouldn't be too much of a job. So yeah, I'm not feeling too bad about the tank at the minute. The cory fry has moved, but it's lying at the bottom again, so I'm not going to get them to cooperate. So yeah, I'll show you in a week or two when you can see them a bit more clearly and when they're swimming around. Alright, so if you like this vid, then please comment, rate and subscribe. Bye.